Very,
yeah.
very fun character to watch. So I'm really hoping we see some cool stuff. But FumbLynn has also shown a lot as far as what is possible for Lucy. Um, at the end of the day, I think both of these players are extremely talented. And they've definitely already shown that they are very good. I expected this to be kind of more of a neutral start from two people who come from very, I guess, not necessarily the most volatile of playstyles. So this is definitely the stage I would have expected for both of them. But hold on, you've got to figure out how to DI that, otherwise you're just gonna die. And that was a quick 0 to death. I know it happened while we were talking, but that's tough, Blackamore. Now you start this game down.
Definitely tough for sure. Jimmy's a character, I mean, he thrives off getting the space, right? He likes getting set up to his own devices. He gets more powerful the longer you let him get to that. But FumbLynn is like not giving him any space. You already see FumbLynn playing offensively so masterfully, not letting him get set up at all, not letting him use Goddard at all. It seems like it's a straight game of just smothering him.
Yeah, and one of the things that I kind of want to see from Leviathan. We're a little bit off stage now, but that's fine. Only 56, so maybe we can get a recovery going. FumbLynn able to capitalize just a little bit into the vampire mode now. But yeah, something I want to see from Leviathan is a use of this Goddard. Try and get Goddard in the way of, mess up some of these combos if possible.
You can't eat underneath hitboxes some of these projectiles a bit, but I don't know. It's looking a little rough, especially with so much just deficit on Leviathan right now. Does not see spot that charge up there, so let's just see another day. Goddard firing the laser though. Trying to get the ledge guard started, but FumbLynn, masterful movement though. Getting caught up, attacking that Goddard though. You can't do that because you do Jimmy's still over there wide open. It's sort of the TF2 principal engineer. He has a gun. He has, other stuff other than just the Goddard.
Exactly, and then on top of that, like, if you're not hitting him with a move that does 1 billion damage, if you're not hitting Goddard with a move that does 1 billion damage, he's just gonna tank it. And now you have to be worried about the bite, the fall, like, all of that. So definitely be careful with some of the options that you throw out there, because he can definitely catch you off guard.
Yeah, most definitely. This FumbLynn cut off guard right there. Leviathan doing a much better job just moving on these hitboxes, sort of just placing these better spots, but gets caught calling the Goddard. Still has him around though, so see him put him right there. Laser off top, another laser, the rock right there.
Oh my god, covering the options! Is he gonna be able to hold the ledge? Get the recovery? No, she still manages to recover through all of that.
Great stuff. FumbLynn getting through the maze that is getting back against the Jimmy, ledge trapping you. It may start up again right now. Mix dodges the laser though narrowly. You see Leviathan just struggling, trying to keep FumbLynn away, but it's kind of tough with this sort of 2 stock deficit right now. But he's coming back from it, nearly coming back.
Yeah, and then on top of that, okay, I was gonna say, just barely able to make it out of the strong nair, so we're good from there. But, if you're able to make it back, and FumbLynn utilizing her recovery options very well, okay, that might be a problem for Leviathan if she continues to do that. Back throw, maybe gets the kill? Yeah, there we go.
That is a huge discovery right there, as you saw in that pogo right there. That's definitely a big way to keep making sure he cannot switch to Goddard and can also just destroy him pretty easily. Gets back, he's so good at canceling, edge canceling that B. Perfect spacing on it. Grace up Leviathan coming back from that. A little bit of burn damage a bit. Stacking up, trying to get these straight hits on FumbLynn. The Goddard slam, tech chase scenario. Hits up the laser with a forward tilt. Bro, stacking up the damage near the ledge. And that's kind of what Jimmy likes to do to you, right? So he gets these sort of chip hits in, sort of just keep up with you that way.
Yeah, and then he puts you in a scenario where he wants to force, like, different options out. I don't think the burst, he might have thought he was getting spiked there, so that's probably where the burst came out. But he wants to put you in these scenarios with Goddard above you, so he can try and get some of these weird, like, cover your roll, cover your spot dodge, like, those sorts of things. He's got to try and find his way back down, but if someone's waiting with a down air, not going to be able to make any headway in that sense. And Blackamore, 2 stocks up, 2 bars up. How would Leviathan come back into this?
I definitely just needs to slow down the pace of the game pretty dramatically. I think that will just be to the benefit of Leviathan, sort of knock FumbLynn away, pull out the Goddard, start doing your own thing. But FumbLynn not relenting, not coming away, just staying in his space. And Leviathan gets a chance to call this Goddard, but FumbLynn just says, I do not care, I will run straight.
Yeah, and one of the things that is pretty important going forward. That is a very, very hittable bubble after a certain point. And yeah, like you see right there, if you have a disjoint, you can definitely do it.
Yeah, most definitely can, but I'm not sure if Leviathan can right now because 89% FumbLynn stock lead is looking a little difficult. Forward tilt should kill right here unless FumbLynn uses the burst. And can he get the edge guard right now? Forward tilt weak hit, very unfortunate, does not get the kill.
Yeah, and he's got to find this kill so he can try and set something up with that side view projectile that we haven't seen just yet. Maybe a little bit of a matchup check incoming. I guess we'll see. Jimmy not gonna have any info on coming back. It's his third ledge grab, and gotta find a way back down and figure out a way to get this stock. Armstrong's not gonna do it. Now Goddard out of nowhere. I didn't even see it. He just showed up.
He was hiding in the cut. He's trying to snipe him with the laser, but did not quite get it, but still gets the KO. Leviathan has the side B on deck though, so could potentially rob a stock off the win box, but we'll have to see how this goes. 121% on him, not looking like a great position. Tries to right there, parry from FumbLynn saying it doesn't even matter. And it's looking like his main option right there is kind of negated, so Leviathan has to adjust quickly if he wants to stay alive right now. 121, 131, the charge there will take that stock and take that game one for FumbLynn in a hard-fought first game on Jellyfish Fields.
Yeah, and props to FumbLynn, you know, for the way that she played the first few stocks. It just unrelenting, immediately getting a kill at, you know, just straight 0 to death. So very, very good first game from FumbLynn. But Leviathan showed us a decent bit of the Jimmy already with some of the stuff that he had. You know, using Goddard to kind of bounce you off stage again, using Goddard to force you to do like these different options out of shield. He is really, really good at covering this stuff already.
Yeah, bro is definitely crazy with it. I know for talking to him a little bit, he doesn't necessarily super believe in his character, but the thing is, man, he's a character that's hard to fight against. Especially against more passive players. I mean, granted, FumbLynn's very offensive, but if they just relent for a second, I mean, Jimmy gets set up with the Goddard, and he just put you at such a deficit. It feels like you're taking, you know, lasers and hits from all sort of directions and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that 100% makes sense. I want to say Leviathan may do Reptar. I could see it. It would make sense. Once again, it's Reptar versus these floaty, kind of like weird, hard to combo characters. Reptar doesn't care about any of that because he only needs 4 hits, right? So you're just going to take his 4 hits, do 50 damage to you, and now we're at a really scary scenario where you could just die.
Pretty much, yeah. Sure, it depends on how Conway's feeling. I mean, I know he super love the kid Rocko. You know, yeah,
maybe there's some stuff that we're not seeing. I literally just got a DM like 5 minutes ago from someone saying that this character was unbelievable. So I guess we'll see. Maybe Leviathan has something on deck that he's prepared.
Maybe. I mean, just the space control he gets. I mean, similar to Jimmy in some ways because he has the dog and the down beast to sort of just cover some space a little bit, sort of slowing him down, especially in the air. When he jumps, you see he cannot be hit out of that. So just maybe trying to make FumbLynn sort of think more on the ground with their approaches.
Yeah, and I mean, with that big of a nair too, it's a lot harder for FumbLynn to deal with kind of the aerial spacing of this character, and compared to Jimmy, who kind of has to be on point with his aerials. That's a big round nair, a lot easier to space around the Lucy moves with that. And so Blackmark, this looks a lot better, I want to say, going forward.
Yeah, it seems like FumbLynn sort of just has trouble sort of adjusting to what's going on. And the sort of character pick is kind of like throwing her for a loop a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different, but FumbLynn's adapting pretty well, I would say, to the character choice. Relatively even Stevens as far as percentage, and we have Vampire Mode on deck with a bar, so that EX Upstrong could come out at any time. Goes for back throw, and see if we can set up a ledge guard. No, and oh, hold on, the dog. Now we're off stage, but immediately with the down B to cover any sort of advance.
Oh yeah, you know, she's charging, she's hunting for that Vampire Strong right now. Fishing for this kill, does not quite get it. Leviathan so master with the movement, not getting caught out by it. Rocko spun Spunky to cover the recovery. FumbLynn getting back to the stage, still living on this 138%, still trying to get one of these vampire strongs off, taking it slow, trying to bait Leviathan into some, but Leviathan not biting, but the dog's definitely biting, getting Lucy off the stage, but still staying alive.
Yeah, and you know, I see Leviathan doing a lot of the suck, but I'm not. Sorry, the suckomatic, whatever it's called, the side B. Good forward tilt right there, covering a little bit of an attempted offense on FumbLynn's side to try and come off of the ledge. He keeps doing the suck, but it's not really threatening that much. FumbLynn hasn't really been biting on any of it, so I'm curious. Okay, maybe he's using it more as a positional thing now that I look at it. But that bite, either way, if she bites your shield, she will still get her effect. You won't get yours, but she'll still get hers.
Yeah, very fortunate thing that Human's neutral B will give her a temporary, I think it's a damage boost, knockback boost, one of those.
I want to say it should be damage. Speaking of damage, 50% into a tech chase. Could get a lot here. Tries to go for the bite shenanigans off stage in normal mode, but Rocko just a little bit too small. Ghost mode now, so you can get a little bit more of a combo started. Goes all the way up with the second one into the third. This is what you have to worry about with Ghost mode. Her strongs will just kill you outright.
Absolutely, that was lost knockback, but that means they go into each other a bit better. FumbLynn utilizing that very well. And just a chase, very masterful stuff right there, explosive stuff, taking this lead right back to Leviathan.
That was a fantastic confirm on FumbLynn's side, knowing exactly where to, you know, which strongs to use and when to use them. A quick 89, we've got burst on deck, so not out of the woods just yet for Leviathan. If he does land a kill confirm, she will burst out most likely. Actually, using it right now. It's a 2 forward strongs, tries to get a third, but might have put herself into a bad scenario. But this is what I'm talking about with the suck. I don't think FumbLynn really cares about it that much.
Yeah, sort of just outrunning the hitbox on it. It's just kind of got him killed a bit right there. Granted, the 4 strong, but still a stock, full stock down right now. Leviathan needs to make some crazy combos, but it's not quite getting anything quite yet.
I saw the Rocko forward smash and immediately thought of Tafar, by the way. But anyways, we've got 2 bars, so we can definitely make something go on the side of, or make something work on the side of Leviathan, as long as we can get back into neutral. Tech chase with the dash attack. Hold on. Gets a little bit more. Wait a minute. We're still in ghost mode, so everything is going to combo right now. Forward air. Okay, that's probably going to be the end of it. And Black Armor, we've got to figure something out if we're Leviathan, because it's really looking like struggle time.
Absolutely, bro. The movement, the crowd combos with FumbLynn, it's literally looking really hard if you're Leviathan right now. Granted, he's trying to play a bit slower pace, but when he has this much of a deficit, it's a bit hard, especially with the charge is hitting you. You're forced to use your burst, and now you're susceptible to being killed.
Yeah, and you know, one of the benefits of burst in this game is a lot of the times in these last stock scenarios, hold on, wait a second, they're starting to scrap a little bit. Slime cancel, if that forward air hit, it might have killed. But yeah, you want to save that burst to make a last hit scenario not a last hit scenario, and in this game it's definitely a benefit. Doesn't die to the jab, which was definitely a bit of sus DI. But up tilt, forward air, not gonna kill just yet. Vampire mode just a little bit too heavy. And I don't know, Black and White, it's looking like a little bit of a comeback here.
Definitely can be. I mean, ledge, but not if you get back aired off that same ledge you were protecting. You gotta be nice with those ledge traps.
Yeah, I really hope people get into the habit of the single moment that you're now reversaled and put into a scenario where I'm at the ledge. Just hold down both triggers immediately. Hold down both triggers. Don't worry. You won't have to worry about the teeter anymore. You'll have a little bit easier time, like, you know, spacing and getting out of the ledge or getting away from the ledge. Hold both triggers immediately to slime block that back air, especially with the amount of pushback it has. It might have made the difference. Although definitely a little bit far behind. The Rocko, good choice, but couldn't quite cut it. This Lucy is looking genuinely like a maniacal. This is it looks very difficult to deal with.
Oh yeah, most definitely. These confirms that FumbLynn is just getting are just so crazy. Hidden, I think you called them the no job combos, jobless combos.
The jobless combos, or with the unemployed combos, rather.
Unemployed combos, there you go.
The unemployed combos. I have a different name for that, but it's named after a player, and I don't want to be mean. But yeah, I mean, the unemployment combos are definitely a thing. I don't think any of that's been showed off here. That's something that we'll probably show off on Saturday with some of the unemployment combos that we found.
Absolutely.
But I mean, they're scrapping back to the Jimmy. I respect it. Give it one more shot. See if we can show off a little bit more of the cool stuff. There's no money on the line. Do your best and just see what we got. And try not to die at 0. I thought we were looking exactly like game 1.
At the same time, though, I mean, I wish he had that second game because it was kind of. The line was kind of actually adapting later in that sort of game where you did play Jimmy, but now you're down 2-0 right now. 1-0. So it's a little difficult, but you still can stay alive, or at least, you know, get a bit more data, a bit more practice against these characters.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like I said, there's no money on the line. Figure some stuff out. If you really want to play Jimmy, this is the perfect place to do it versus, you know, the best players possible. You know, this is where people are playing for bracket. It's a lot more serious. Speaking of serious situation when we're stuck at the ledge, especially with FumbLynn throwing out those backers and the strong nairs. But, you know, try and make it back. Still at the ledge, though. Yeah, but like I was saying, try and figure something out with Jimmy, but FumbLynn able to cover so much so quickly. And Blackamore, I mean, Leviathan's looking better, but there might be some things that need to change. Have you noticed anything, maybe some things on FumbLynn's side that that Leviathan could be taking advantage of?
I never lie, no.
Fair enough. I respect that. For me, it looks really difficult too. So I'm kind of struggling to find things out. But Leviathan's the one in winners finals, so hopefully he can figure out where he can adapt here. A quick 96 going up. If you get hit with that, it's most of the time just curtains. Good burst out though, and we're able to at least live for a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely necessary burst right there. Important to not the sweet spot, not going to kill. It's a very tough thing to do, man. Sometimes you say, you know, think a little bit for these sort of KOs. Down trying that Goddard, he's so bulky.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta hit him twice with a strong attack most of the time. Oh, hold on. Oh,
like
just a little bit too small. That would have been crazy as a confirm. Still gets the back throw, though, to get the kill. Down 140, but not dead yet, or at least on even stocks.
Not too bad. Kind of let Leviathan get back to free, try to go for that Goddard. I don't know how I feel about that from FumbLynn, because right now he has a stage advantage, and just so much just pressure out that. Get too much, still lives with a clutch roll through. Good stuff.
Yeah, and it's something I'm expecting to happen a decent bit less. I don't think he thought he needed to burst there. But a lot of people do these like jabs into slime cancel immediate attack. You are giving up your frame advantage trying to go for an attack there. Most of the time people will just leave, or in Leviathan's case, roll behind you, which is what he did and got something started. Gets a grab here. Speaking of getting things started, into Goddard, doesn't quite land it.
Fires the laser in the wrong direction. Unfortunately, that was a big opening for sure. Not quite getting it, but Goddard's still in a great position to try and get that sort of thing again. Charge there, just going out right, the toaster.
Yeah, the toaster hitbox is insanely strong, so you get hit by that, especially as someone like Lucy weight, it'll probably just pop you. See what Leviathan can do here. That was super important parry to not get teetered on the ledge there. Tries to get something with Goddard, but unfortunately just a little bit off the mark. FumbLynn moving around a lot. Hold on, 21, not much more though, and 3 bars on both sides.
Yep, full 6 and butter. We'll have to see how they use them for sure, though. I can imagine Leviathan may just want to save for a burst. Lucy, however, FumbLynn may want to use it a bit more offensively. Right now, she just seems to be supporting them. Up strong on Goddard, a bit unsafe there, but good stuff. Slime canceling it, making it a bit safer. Get a bit more damage on the Goddard. Good stuff.
Yeah, and this is the position that Leviathan likes to put himself in. He tries to put Goddard in an advantageous spot where he can shoot the laser at you off stage. Very important burst. Keep things even for a little bit longer. FumbLynn maybe a little bit of a flub on the EX up B. Not sure if it was for the hitbox or not. But either way, Leviathan with a little bit of a meter lead, which might lead to some form of EX strong or something along those lines.
Yeah, potentially. In general, this was like a big game of cat and mouse right there. FumbLynn eventually doesn't give up. Goddard getting called out on the field right now is another factor for FumbLynn to deal with. Charge Nair though, laser missing but covering a lot of space. Horizontal upward laser, can the KO, the good snipe on him.
You always have to be ready for the Goddard laser because he will throw it out pretty much any time you're in the strike zone of it. So even if you slip for a minute, you're so far in the blast zone, it'll probably just kill you. Hold on, this is a forward air chain. I've seen this before. We've got to find our way back. And he manages to get off the ledge as well.
It was definitely the quick and far jump from Jimmy can kind of catch people off guard a lot of the time. That's kind of one of those situations right there against FumbLynn.
Yeah, I mean, you go from a character with that far of a jump to that slow of an uppy, it can definitely be a bit of a weird scenario. Hold on, little 3-hit into the forward air. Tries to cover a decent bit of space with the forward tilt this time, but can't get anything. And now she's trying to take care of Goddard at 87. Has to find his way off the ledge. Down throw, DIs it out, knowing it won't kill just yet. Has to burst, and now we're in a pretty tough spot.
Definitely very tough right spot right now. 1-0-2-1 gets off the ledge though, so looking fortunate in that regard. And scared by the down strong though. It's looking very tough. FumbLynn now letting him get back to stage for free. Still down strong at this ledge, kind of ledge trap. Leviathan trying his best, but the shovel digging through that stage and taking the set off of Leviathan. FumbLynn.
Yeah, when you don't have any hitbox or any fast-moving uppy, that disjoint's probably just gonna pop you. And it did right there. Definitely good stuff to FumbLynn, making her way to grand finals with a 3-0. And Leviathan down into losers finals. And definitely good stuff to him as well. The Jimmy showed off some pretty cool tech with the bouncing, the pinball into Goddard and things like that. So good stuff to Leviathan. It was 3-0, but definitely not a slouch by any means.